Hello, people. Welcome back to my show. I'm running a few minutes late. My name is Danny Graham. This is my show, Comic Chats. And today I just want to talk to you all about, in particular, rumors. Rumors that's going on. We got some rumors going on about Star Wars. We got some rumors going on about Black Adam. We got some rumors going on about Agents of Sword. So we're going to talk about that and any other topics that you think may be interesting. I'm here to talk about it. For the next hour, I will be yours. First thing we're going to talk about is one of my favorite things is Black Adam. I am very, very excited. How you doing, Mr. Scott? What's up? Thank you for joining me. I'm going to talk about first is Black Adam. I am very, very excited about this movie. I've always been a Shazam fan. I am finally glad that um, the powers that be finally smell what The Rock, Dwayne Johnson was cooking, and now they're going into production. And I'm hoping that if 2021 we should have our Black Adam movie, standalone movie. The rumors that I'm hearing about Black Adam is that it's going to be featuring the Justice of Society, which is, consists of Dr. Fate, Stargirl, Green Lantern, some Batman, some Superman, Hawkman, basically the founders of Justice League, The Flash. Thank you, Mr. Stackhouse. I appreciate it. Thank you for subbing. Feel free to join in on the conversation, ask any questions. Our first topic of the day is going to be, like I'm saying, Black Adam. I'm mainly going to cover three topics: Black Adam, Agents of Sword, and I'm going to copy some of Star Wars. I'm going to discuss some of the Star Wars rumors. Like I said, going back to Black Adam, he's going to introduce, when I'm being told, the rumors are saying they're going to introduce the Justice of Society, which is basically the first founders of the Justice League as we know it. Stargirl, the Spectre, Sandman, a lot of those not so many household names, but if you look up online and do a little research, you can see the founding members of the Justice of Society. I think that it's going to probably do a backstory on Black Adam, how he got his powers from the wizard Shazam, and how he used to be good at first, and then whatever tragedy or whatever happened to him that made him go bad and decide to do things his own way. Now, if you listen to the interviews that The Rock gives, The Rock is saying that in his mind, Black Adam is a hero. I guess it's that anti-hero thing where he probably was learned and taught from WWE. Because I'm telling you, mark what I say, I guarantee The Rock is going to use some of his catchphrases he used in WWE in Black Adam. Now, he can't use, can you smell what you're cooking? But he can use, let's say, for instance, he's asking somebody, and who are you supposed to be? I can hear him saying, when a person tries to say something, it doesn't matter who you is, and then hit him with a magical bolt. I can see him doing that. I would personally stand up and cheer if he did that. I think it would be cool if he used one or two of his catchphrases in his character as Black Adam that he used as The Rock. I think it would be awesome. I would do that one. If you fight Superman like you did in the cartoon animated version, he sees Superman for the first time. He says, "Who are you supposed to be?" And Superman said, "Well, I'm such and such." He said, "It doesn't matter who you are," and zaps him with a lightning bolt. That would be awesome. I would laugh, man. I would laugh my butt off. Gotta be careful how you use profanity because of the COPA that's happening with YouTube. Look that up. Basically, gotta make sure that it's kid friendly, and I'm trying not to use any profanity, trying to keep myself within the parameters and the guidelines, so bear with me. Um, Mr. Scott says he really enjoyed Shazam, the movie. This is interesting news. Yeah, it's very interesting. When I heard it, I couldn't believe it. Sean Stackhouse says I really enjoyed Shazam too. It's highly underrated. I don't know if it's underrated because I really didn't like the part where Shazam was doing the musical chairs with the lightning bolts. I thought that was kind of stupid, and he seems to have more sense and more common sense, particularly when he's Billy versus Shazam. And one of the gods of Shazam is Solomon, who's supposed to be wise. So he should tap into that. I think, just me personally, he was a little bit immature as Shazam until the third act when he finally put it together. But he has the wisdom of Solomon, strength of Hercules, maybe the endurance of Atlas, power of Zeus, speed of Achilles, and whatever Mercury has. I think the endurance of Achilles, and I think the speed of Mercury. So um, he didn't use that intelligence or that wisdom, in my opinion, in Shazam. I don't hate the movie, but I think it could have been better. It's not what I was accustomed to reading and what I'm seeing. You probably gonna think I'm crazy, but if you go back to the 1974, 75ish somewhere version of Shazam, um, the Billy Bats they had in there and Mentor, is not anything in the comic books I've read, but when he turns Shazam, that's more or less Shazam I'm used to seeing. That when he turns Shazam, he's mature, he knows what his power is, know what he can do. That's what I like. Um, of course, I grew up with that. But getting back to Black Adam, the comic books, Black Adam has been Black Adam so long that he has died in his natural form. So if he says Shazam, according to some of the books I've read and the stories I'm reading, he will die. So he has to stay in that in Black Adam form in order for him to retain his power and even his life, because he's been living so long that when he reverts back to his human form, should he say Shazam, he's gonna turn into dust. I've seen that on several of the cartoons and comics. So we don't know. Yes, Don, I'm talking about the TV series. I have that. I don't know what I'm gonna do about Copa. Um, I'm True Skills. Am I saying it right? I'm True Skills. I don't know what I'm gonna do about Copa. I guess I'm just gonna have to make sure that what I put out is definitely not going to be offensive to kids. I'm going to make sure I don't use profanity, and just make sure that everything's to the best of my ability. My I's are dot, T's are crossed. I'm hoping that they will be a little bit more lenient. I don't do a lot of cursing anyhow, so I'm not really too worried about that. And I don't really put out material that kids are going to be offended to. I don't promote toys or anything. All I do is talk about the shows. So I don't know. Um, I don't know. I hope. I think we have until the first of the year if my information is correct. So I'm going to do some more research on it and just try and stay as clean as humanly possible, which I don't think my channel is dirty. I try to just give my opinion, and I'm not a big cursor anyhow. So I don't think that's going to be a problem. And I've already checked on my each time I upload something, I always check not suitable for kids, just so to cover myself. So hopefully that'll suffice. I cannot afford that $42,000 fine. So I think I'm covered. I think I'm good. Going on, second category is Agents of Sword. Now I don't know much about Agents of Sword. I know about Agents of Shield, but basically the little bit of research I did, Agents of Shield mainly handles homegrown, domesticated, crazy supervillains. They don't have anything that was born on or made on Earth. Shield handles that. So I think now they're about doing a purge on all the Hydra agents. So I think Shield is back in control now, based on a little bit of reading I've been doing. But Sword is handling extraterrestrials, and they're going to be out in some type of space station so they can monitor any kind of celestials or extraterrestrials that's going to be on Earth or coming to Earth, or maybe a potential threat, or they're going to identify them and make sure they're on our side or not on our side. That's basically what SWORD is going to handle. And I think SWORD stands for Sentinel World Observation Response Department. So if anything responds on Earth that's going to be a potential threat, a possible threat, or is it definitely been identified as a threat, SWORD is going to handle that if it's classified to be extraterrestrial. She was going to handle the regular Joe Blow supervillains that were made here on Earth and not have any kind of cosmic problems or powers or something, anything like that. Sean Stackhouse says, I think if everyone acts as if their channels are monetized, we should be fine. We can't do a lot of things if you want ads to play. Well, I got to get to my 1,000 first before I even take on that. Right now, I'm at about 938, I think, last count. I'm trying to get to my 1,000. If memory serves me correctly, I have a year to do it. My year is up in February, so I'm chugging along. I appreciate everyone that supports my channel. I'm just trying to get to my 1,000. Once I get to my 1,000, then I'll I'll cross that bridge when I get there. But I think they're trying to put their hand in something that necessarily don't need to put their hand into, FTC, but it is what it is. Getting back to Sword. If you remember the end scene credits on Captain Marvel, Samuel Jackson or Nick Fury, he was in Sword's base. I think now the Skrulls are helping him build that. They're probably using some of their technology, Earth technology, whatever high-tech stuff that Samuel Jackson has available. Plus, they're going to probably integrate some of the Skrull technology. They're going to be the first line of defense or first line to respond to whatever problems or issues may arise. On here, they're saying the Skrulls are good. I've always known the Skrulls to be bad based on the cartoons I've seen and the movies. So I guess whoever is going to do the next movie is saying that the Skrulls are good. I'm hearing that in Phase 5 there's going to be Secret Invasion. So I don't know if the Skrulls are going to be flip or do whatever. I'm not sure how they're going to make that work. But basically, as far as we know now, the Skrulls are good. I hope that they'll do a Madam Web, and that Madam Web comes the next Spider-Man, which I'm not sure it's going to be. It was, Homecoming, Far From Home. I don't know what Return Back to Home. I don't know what the third one's going to be. But I'm hoping that the end scene credit will have something to do with Madam Web, and she's telling Spider-Man to get ready for either the Secret Wars, or if you watch the animated show when he had different Spider-Mans, he had to command of different Spider-Mans to take on the world. I guess they call it the Spider Wars. I'm not sure I can't remember what it was. But I'm thinking Madam Web should be introduced and warn Spider-Man Peter Parker about Secret Wars, and that would tie into Phase 5 if in fact that's what they're going to do. So that's just my 2 cents, what I would like to see. Not sure if it's going to pass or not, but that's what I would like to see. Third thing I'm talking about is Jon Favreau. We all know who Jon Favreau is. Jon Favreau is the director of the first Iron Man and Iron Man 2. He is a well-known actor. I mainly know him as being a comedic actor, but he is Happy. He plays Happy, and he's Tony Stark's, I guess, driver / butler / friend, whatever it is. But he is. The rumor is that he may be the next one, next president of Star Wars division of Disney. That he is on the top of the list of replacing Kathleen Kennedy, which I hope. I don't wish anybody to lose their job, but she is just not equipped. She's just not been doing a good job. I'm not happy at all with the last 2 Star Wars. So I don't think she's equipped to handle Star Wars. I know that she was handpicked by George Lucas, but I think he might have made a mistake. Based on the statement she just made about asking sometime that she doesn't have any source material for Star Wars. That's crazy. Don't have any source material. If you watch Rebels or Clone Wars, David Filoni is a mastermind, a genius. He did all of the Rebels animated series. If you haven't watched that, get Disney Plus, pay $6.99, click on Star Wars, go straight to Rebels. I didn't think Rebels was good as the Clone Wars. I watched all the Clone Wars episode by episode when they showed on TV, but I never watched Rebels. Wasn't really interested. But a friend of mine, Robert Storms, And if you get a chance, go to his channel. He usually streams 2 or 3 times a week, usually about 11 p.m. at night. His name Robert Storms. Look him up on YouTube. Support his channel. He's a good guy, very knowledgeable. But he told me to go to Rebels. I clicked on Rebels and I was hooked. It's 4 seasons, probably about 22 episodes the first 3 seasons. I think 15 the last season. Right now, I'm probably on episode 7 or 8 on the last season. But if you want to learn about Star Wars and learn about, this is 5 years before New Hope and 5 years after Revenge of the Sith. So you need to check it out. It is good material. But the rumor is that Jon Favreau is supposed to be taking over Star Wars, which I hope he does. He knows what he's doing. He's a proven commodity. Iron Man, he wanted to kickstarted Iron Man and kickstarted Marvel. So I have faith in him. So I know, and plus he's directing and he's helping in writing The Mandalorian. Those of you who haven't watched Mandalorian need to catch it out. It's on Disney Plus. They just released the 3rd episode this past Friday. So we have 8 episodes total. So make sure you catch Mandalorian. It is awesome. We'll get to that a little bit later on. But getting back to Jon Favreau. The rumor is he's going to take over. I hope he takes over. I think he's going to do a fantastic job. Also, there's rumor he's supposed to be doing or having his hand in Agents of S.W.O.R.D. So I don't know how he's going to do all this time. I guess he's going to clone himself or do something. But he's a very hot commodity. He's a very wanted man. I think he has the knowledge. I think him and Dave Filoni are doing an excellent job on Mandalorian, and if given the opportunity, they're gonna make it work. I have no doubt on that. Kevin Feige's guidance and mentorship, I think Jon Favreau would be the perfect person to replace Kathleen Kennedy. So let's cross our fingers and hope for that. Mr. Stackhouse says it's going to be tough nut to crack if the Skrulls stay good, but I have no doubt that Marvel can make it work. Sean said I'm good with that. I think he has great vision. I agree. I agree with you. It's going to be a tough nut to crack. I don't know how they're going to flip it, but maybe it's a bad set of Skrulls. I don't know. Just when you think that Marvel has boxed themselves in a corner, they always do something to get themselves out of it. So I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see. I always thought that the Skrulls were bad and the Kree were good, but it got reversed. So maybe the Kree, since Captain Marvel pissed them off, maybe they're going to do something. They're going to be the secret invasion. Who knows? I'm not sure, but we shall see. We shall see. There's also another rumor. I think I read. Check my notes. Yeah. Phase 5. They're talking about a mystery movie. What do you think is going to happen in Phase 5? I think what we're going to see in Phase 5, which is going to start roughly about 2023, I think we're definitely going to see Blade, played by Mahershala Ali. I think right now, if I was him right now, I'd be trying to go to as many different martial arts as I can, because he's going to be hard pressed to replace Wesley Snipes as far as all the martial arts part of Blade. Now, the acting part, he'll probably surpass, because there's no doubt in my mind he's a better actor than Wesley Snipes. But as far as the fighting and doing the stunts, he's going to have to really bring it, because Wesley Snipes, I mean, he grew up martial artist. I mean, he did that, been practicing martial arts majority of his life. I'm not sure Mr. Ali has been doing that at all. So he's going to have to get himself up to speed for that. So I definitely think they're going to do Blade. I think they're going to do a Captain Marvel 2. I'm thinking of Fantastic Four. If they do a Fantastic Four, I want to see Doom. I don't want to see nobody else. That's who I want to see. I don't want them to do Doom like they did the last Fantastic Four. That was crap. Both of them was crap, to tell you the truth. He made some kind of different universe and absorb all the energy and came back and he was all omnipotent and all that. I don't like that Doom. Another Doom, he had metal all in him and stuff and could shoot stuff. No. I want Doom who's badly scarred, who built his armor kind of like Iron Man, is a ruler of Lathavia, and I want him to just be a badass in that armor, smart but intelligent. That's what I want to see. I don't want to see no other kind of alliteration of what you think he should be. I want to see the actual dudes I've seen in comic books, on the cartoons, and everything else. Sean said, "I wish they'd actually keep Wesley Snipes as Blade." Mm, I'm gonna hold my thoughts on that because Marshall Ali, I know I'm messing up his name, but I know his last name was Ali. He is a very good actor. I've seen him in a lot of movies. If you don't want, have seen him, check out Green Book. That's his latest one I think he did. He is very versatile, very good actor. So I think he can do it. Will he be as effective and look as good as Wesley Snipes in the fight scenes? I don't know, but I'm gonna hold my thought on that. Um, I was thinking, what's his name? Michael John White. Michael John White would be the perfect Blade. That sucker, he has the speed, the body, the look. That's what I was saying as Blade. That's who I would like to see as Blade. And I think he's a better martial artist than Wesley Snipes is. I could be wrong, but just looking at his past movies, boy, it's bad. Come on with keep going with the mystery Marvel movies. I'm gonna reiterate. I think they're gonna do Blade, Captain Marvel 2, Fantastic Four. I want to see an Uncanny X-Men, and I want to see Mr. Sinister. I don't want to, and I don't have to see um Wolverine. They should get a new Cyclops. I think they should get um Showcase Gambit. I want to see Forge, Colossus, Kitty Pryde, Jubilee on those. We done seen Storm. We've seen Cyclops. We done seen Jean Grey, Dark Grey. We done seen Wolverine. There's not gonna be anybody else that's going to play Wolverine for a minute. So they just need to let that person be born or discovered, because right now Hugh Jackman is the standard. And I think they're going to do a Captain America. So those are five: Blade, Captain Marvel 2, Fantastic Four, Uncanny X-Men, and Captain America. I think that's going to be the five movies we're going to see in Phase 5. I could be wrong. I could be off. You let me know. Um, Sean Seckow said yes. That's a fantastic choice. I guess he's saying yes to Michael Jai White. Michael Jai White, yes, he is. He's a bad man. He is a bad man. Um, Give me a minute. I'm sorry. Give me 1 minute, people. Sorry. Thanks. Sean Sackhouse said that's a fantastic choice. Do you think they're going to keep the X-Men name or change it to X-Force or something that doesn't have men in the title? I'm not sure. I know they're doing a lot of this woke stuff and um, women's rights. And look, I'm saying this right. I have no problem with a woman, man, Chinese, black, white, blue, green. I don't care what kind of superhero you are. If the story is good, you got kick-ass powers, you doing your thing on the screen. I don't care. So all this stuff about women not getting this or blacks or Chinese not getting it. I personally say, look, if the script is there, you can do it. It's good. I don't care. I'm gonna pay my money to see whatever tickles my fancy. So if I come on TV tomorrow and it says Wonder Woman versus Power Girl, whatever. If I look at the trailer and the trailer is kick ass, I'm gonna be there to see it. They could say Chin Lee versus Su Young, or I don't care. I look at the trailer. The trailers appeal to me. It's kick action. I research it and I see, hey, this guy can do this or this woman can do that. I don't care. I'm going to see it. So all this stuff that people talking about, or not enough this, not enough that, um, that don't apply to me because I really do not care. black, blue, red, green, woman, male, it don't matter. If it's a comic book character and they do it the right way, I don't care what color they be. I don't care what sex they are. So, yep, that's right. It can be purple as long as it's a quality film. I don't care. Now, speaking of Superman, I've seen a recent article that Henry Cavill still has interest in being Superman. I wish they would bring him back. I wish they would bring him back. I wish they'd go and get Ben Affleck come back as Batman. Christian Bale was a bad man. He was a bad Batman. For a long time, he was my favorite, but he does not hold a candle. In my opinion, this is my opinion. Ben Affleck was a better Batman. Ben Affleck, Batman, I loved. Um, from start to finish, I loved it. I'm sorry. Hold on 1 minute. So, um, yeah, getting back. I'm sorry, train of thought on Henry Cavill. Yeah, the recent interview he had, he wants to be Superman. He wants to do a Man of Steel too. So I said, man, bring him back when he's done with The Witcher or whatever for Netflix. Get Ben Affleck back, get a good quality stripped, and man, let's go for it because they got the potential to be there. Batman v Superman was a good movie. It was a good movie, whether you like it or don't like it. It was a good movie. They can build on that. Justice League, they didn't throw that away. That was a mistake. They rushed it. Didn't have the right chemistry, in my opinion. They had the right villain. I don't even know who Stephen Wolf. I mean, I heard of him briefly, but he's not one of the big powerhouses, bad guys. I would have done Darkseid. I don't know why they're not doing Darkseid. Darkseid is the obvious choice. That's what I would do. Darkseid, Brainiac. Those are two. Third, if you want to come in third, I say Lobo. Well, hell, if you want to, tie in Batman with Black Adam. Boom, there you go. So I don't understand it. Sean Sackout says, man, I hope that's true. Henry has such a passion for the part. I live in KCMO, and Henry is so invested in Superman that he has a Chiefs game in freezing temps. That he was at a Chiefs game. Hey, I commend both of y'all because I like football. And just about 2 years ago, I had tickets to the Carolina Panthers game in my lap, 4 tickets. I didn't go because it was like 20 degrees. I'm not going outside sitting on 20 degrees weather. I ain't watched nobody. When I got the comfort of my home, my recliner, no, I'm not going to do that. So I commend you and Mr. Cavill, all the Chicago Bears fans, fans, Minnesota Vikings. I commend y'all sitting in that cold weather watching and supporting teams. That is nothing I want to do. Now, if you're in a dome, we can talk. I believe I can hang with a dome. But it's raining and snowing and sleeting, and I'm trying to cheer for a team. No, I'm sitting. I'm gonna be in the sports bar or probably at my house chilling. But that is the interview. I did saw it. He does still want to play Superman. He still wants to tell Superman stories. So I think if we give enough time, then maybe, just maybe, DC will get their proverbial head out of their butts and get Mr. Cavill on the phone and say, look, let's do this thing. So I'm all for that. So, Mr. Cavill, please, please, please stay diligent, stay patient, stay persistent, and get back to be Superman. Because I think you were an excellent Superman. That's basically all I had to talk about, people. Like I said, just basic rumors that I heard. I just wanted to touch base with you and let you know. At this time, like I always do, I'm going to open up my show for any questions on any topics, comic books, Star Wars related, that you want to ask me, and hopefully I'll be able to answer them, or I will point you in the right direction, or on next Sunday, I will have that answer for you. So let's open it up. I'm True Skills. Are you still here? And Mr. Scott, are you still with me? Sean Stackhouse said, you can't have a proper DC universe without Superman. He is absolutely integral. I agree with you 1,000%. I'm not sure what DC is doing. I don't know why. They had, in my opinion, the best Batman. They had the three. Gal Gadot, she's perfect Wonder Woman. They got her. They had Ben Affleck, who was the perfect Batman, and they had Henry Cavill, who was the perfect Superman. And they got Jason Momoa, who's Aquaman. They got the winning recipe. Now, I don't care for their choice of Flash, Ezra Miller. I don't really care for him. If it was me, I'd go to Canada. Actress told Grant Gustin, hey, you want to take a break from the Flash TV show and in between seasons, come film this? That's what I would do. He was built for Flash. I don't miss a Flash episode on the CW. So that's what I would do. As far as Cyborg, that guy, he could stay or go. It don't matter to me. Really wasn't too impressed with Cyborg, but that's what they need to do. Also, what I would like to see too on my wish list, I want to see someone do a proper Green Lantern. That one with Ryan Reynolds was crap. The only thing I like about that movie was the end when Sinestro got the yellow ring on and he became Sinestro, the bad Sinestro of the Yellow Corps. So that's what I want to see. I want to see Hal Jordan versus Sinestro or John Stewart versus Sinestro. That's what I want to see in Green Lantern 2. They laid down the groundwork. I don't know why they won't pick up the hammer and shovel and keep it moving and build something that can be just as good. DC characters, in my opinion, are better characters, more interesting characters than Marvel characters. Only thing why Marvel is so popular now is because Kevin Feige knows what he's doing. He's put the right people in place. The Russo brothers, Jon Favreau, he's put them in right places. They communicate their connective tissues from one story to the next story, to one movie to the next movie, are cohesive. They know what they're doing. They got a vision. They got a plan. Somebody needs to go over to DCU that knows what they're doing and do that same formula. If they do that same formula and do the same thing, DC can be just as good, or if not better, than Marvel. I don't know why they won't do it, but the rumor is that J.J. Abrams will be taking over the DCU like Kevin Feige. I don't know how that will play out, but there is plenty of source material to pull it off. What are your thoughts? I think J.J. Abrams can do it, but they got to do what Kevin Feige do. They got to steal that recipe. They got to steal that. Kevin Feige, first of all, he's knowledgeable of his material, but he is like a showrunner. He's like, look, we're not doing this. We're staying on track to do this. And the reason why we're not going this way is because this, and this won't line up. But if we go A, B, C, 1, 2, 3, it's going to pay off when we get to 10. But some people in the DCU universe are like, nope, we're going to do A, but we're going to jump here to C because C is more exciting than B. And we're going to do F because F is more exciting than E. And we're going to do I because I is more exciting than G and H. But they don't know that you got to have connect all those dots so it stays cohesive, so it makes sense. So the little things that may not be as boring or as exciting as in when you're on step A, step B might be a little less exciting, but step B is necessary to tie A and C together. So Kevin Feige was the master of tying things together. He had the Russo brothers who also was knowledgeable of Marvel material, and they two heads, two brains, four eyes, four ears is much better than one brain, one head, two eyes, two ears. So Russo brothers, whatever one missed, the other one would get, or they'd be, oh, hey, we need to do this, do this, do this. That is a winning combination. So I'm not saying they're going to go find two directors, but they need to find two people or a collective of people, the same thought process that can catch if one is, forget this step or that step, or keep reminding each other, look, we got to do this. Yeah, this is going to be exciting. We're going to do this. Because in game, to me, and some people say that um, uh, I'm having a brain fart now, excuse me. Um, the Infinity War. Some people say that the Infinity War was better than Endgame. I'm of the mindset that Endgame is better. 3 hours. It was a long time. Now it's a long time to sit and see. I'll give you that. It's a long time. But that last hour, I'll put it up against any DCU movie, any Marvel movie, any other movie you want to put out as far as action, as far as tugging at your emotions and your heartstring, taking you up, bringing you down, just make you want to shout and scream, at the same time make you want to cry. All that in that 1 hour. When Captain America grabbed that hammer, I was about to lose my mind in the my friends say, or what Robert Storm said that he lost his mind when Cap said Avengers Assemble. That was good too. But when Cap caught Mjolnir, man, I got energized. I got jazzed up because I've seen it in the comic books, knew that he was capable of doing it. In Age of Ultron, you can see where he budged a little bit. I knew that Captain was worthy of it, but to actually see it, to me, was the best part, one of the best parts of that movie. Also, one of the saddest parts is when Tony Stark died, when Rhodey came up to him, and then Spider-Man came up to him, Peter, then Pepper came up to him, and he couldn't say nothing. That was sad. I mean, to me, that is the best hour of a comic book movie I've ever seen in my entire life. I don't know if that could ever be uh, top equal to. I don't know. Um, Infinity War was good. When Thor came in with new Hammer Stormbreaker, that was a kick-ass moment. But in my opinion, it does not top when Cap caught the hammer. Was going against Thanos. To me, that was it. Um, Sean says Warner Brothers has too many cooks in the kitchen when it comes to DC. You can count on one hand how many times Disney has interfered with Kevin Feige as much. I agree. If you don't know what you're doing, or you hire someone who's an expert in a particular field, then let that individual do his or her job until they show you otherwise. Um, Bob Iger hired Kevin Feige, and now Kevin Feige is saying, hey, look, we're going to do this, 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 and this. He doesn't seem that Kevin Feige knows what he's doing because they have the highest grossing paid movie ever. So I know that chap's in James Cameron's high, boy, because for the longest time, that daggone Avatar. Speaking of Avatar, I wonder how Avatar 2 and 3 going to be. In fact, I think Black Adam is going up against Avatar 2. As long as James Cameron been working on Avatar 2, it should be fantastic. I think every time he sees a Marvel movie comes out and does successful, he goes back and changes something on Avatar 2. And he's trying to be like, oh, gotta do this because this right here, this did this. Oh, gotta do this. So I'm Avatar 2 should be fantastic as long as he's been making it. So I'm curious to see how Black Adam is going to go up against that. I personally wouldn't put Black Adam against Avatar 2, just for the simple fact James Cameron has his name recognition and he carries a lot of clout. I don't know if I'd do it. Maybe I'd do it a month and a half before James Cameron. That's what I would do. But I don't control that. Sean says Endgame was better for me too. Yeah, tremendous payoff. Yep, I agree. Endgame is the stuff. Tony Diane tore me up. It all begins and ends with Robert Downey Jr. and MCU. Robert Downey Jr. was a very integral part of uh, the Marvel universe, but he was costing way too much money. He was getting paid like crazy. I ain't trying to stop nobody from making their money, because to me, he is a hell of an actor. They gave him an opportunity and a chance when he was kind of at his lowest in his career. He had issues with, I think, substance abuse. But I've always liked Robert Downey Jr. on everything he played. He's always been one of my favorite actors. But he was born to play Tony Starks. So I am not mad at him at all. I think we're gonna see Robert Downey Jr. back in Marvel, but he's gonna be the AI. He's gonna be um, Ironheart, which I think is gonna be his daughter. That she's gonna grow up. I think she's gonna become Ironheart, and I think he's gonna be her artificial intelligence, like Jarvis was for him. Wait and see. That's what's gonna happen. He's gonna come back. He's gonna be his daughter's artificial intelligence when she discovers how to make an Iron Man suit of her own and become Ironheart. That is my prediction. I have spoken. Um, After Terminator Dark Fate, I have serious doubt about Avatar. I did not watch Terminator Dark Fate. In fact, I don't think I watched the last two Terminators. The best Terminator to me was the original Arnold Schwarzenegger. That was the one where I watched. I was like, what the blankety blank 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 is going on here? And this sucker can't be stopped. Arnold Schwarzenegger had that look and was just keep going and going and going. To me, that was the best one. I'm probably old school, I mean, I am. But the last one I didn't watch. A lot of my friends, in particular Robert Storms, man, he beat it up, boy. He he crucified it in his review. But I respect his judgment. I listen to a lot of stuff he says, as far as his critiques. A lot of what I agree with, some of it I don't. But I trust if he tells me a movie is crappy, um, or I wouldn't go see it. I tend to kind of I trust his opinion. So he was one of the big reasons why I didn't go see it. It didn't grab my attention for as the trailers or the commercials. But one movie we do disagree about. Now he can't stand um, Venom. I love Venom. I'm of the mindset that Venom is not on this earth. It's an alternate earth, alternate universe. In an alternate universe, things ain't going to be different. I mean, things are going to be different. They're not going to be the same. They're not going to be the Venom that you are accustomed to. So that's what I'm thinking. This was an alternate universe that Venom's on. They're going to tie it in and clean it up, make us realize what it is whenever they do Venom 2. So that's what I'm gonna. That's what I believe. That's what I think. Um, Sean is saying that's true. The payday he got for Homecoming was crazy for a limited amount of screen time. Yeah. Yep. Whenever Tony starts on some Robert Downey Jr.'s on site, he's getting paid. Sean said Venom was great. I don't understand the hate. Uh, if you're a purist Spider-Man fan, I guess that's yeah, purist in the sense of you read the comic books, you saw cartoons. Venom is not a is not was not portrayed accurate on the Venom movie. They kind of took some parts of it, but the main thing I think that is sticking in Spider-Man fans' craw is that Venom bonded with Peter Parker first, and then learned his secrets and got his powers. And then when Peter shunned him and he attached on to Eddie Brock, and that's when you see the white spider and the aggressive nature and the ultimate hate in the We Are Venom when he's trying to kill Spider-Man. They took the We Are Venom and stuff, but as you saw the Venom movie, he was saying he was a loser on his planet. Venom in the comic book never said that. And one thing friends of mine talk about is how um, the symbiote was like eating their body parts and organs and stuff. And they never did that on in the cartoons. if you bonded with him, then you bonded. I know he was in the cartoons. He talked about eating people, but you never actually saw it. And another thing was that he, the way they, I'm trying to put in the right words, the way Eddie Brock was, and how he seemed to be like a loser, and just the way they portrayed him was is just not true to the comic book or true to the actual cartoon. So I could see what someone else grew up or read comic books could possibly not like it. But like I said, I liked it because I'm entertained by comic book stuff. Um, if it's somewhat kind of sort of true and the storyline is not stinky, not terrible, then I can stomach it. I thought Venom was funny in parts. Um, I knew what it was. I knew it was not true to traditional Venom, but I still enjoyed it. I'm still going to go see Venom 2 if they have Carnage. I think that's going to be an excellent movie. I think Spider-Man's going to be in Venom in some way, shape, or form. I'm not sure when or why or how, but I think that's going to happen. But it made $1 billion, so somebody liked it. When Sony gets Spider-Man back in their universe, they will have to retrofit it for some things to make sense. But if it's an alternate timeline or planet, it works just fine for me. It does for me too, Sean. I agree with you 1,000%. It works just fine with me. Um, Sean, I appreciate your support, brother, but it looks like it's just me and you. And unless you have any more questions, I'm going to call it. We're running about 46 minutes. And as always, I appreciate your support. Please help me get to my goal, which is 1,000 subscribers. I'm probably about 68, 67 subscribers away from my goal. I can only do that with your help. Every Sunday afternoon, I try to do a show, a live stream, usually ranging somewhere between 45 minutes and an hour. And I try to talk about things that I think is interesting. Mr. Stackhouse, I appreciate your support. It's good to know that someone in Kansas City, Missouri, finds my show interesting. I ask you to please, if you get an opportunity, pass it on to your friends and family. Share the link. I need subscribers. Give me a thumbs up. That helps too with the algorithm that YouTube has. Get me better placing on YouTube. And if you have any questions, man, please, man, feel free to add to my comments, and I'll try and answer your questions. And we'll talk again on next Sunday. So, with saying that, stay safe, stay cool, and as always, I am with peace.